Trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. Wallets packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbit's our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hat? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fall back. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.
Three, two, one, let's go. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. All right, doing a mic check. Mic check looks good, nice and loud. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. A bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is your time, it is always time. You guessed it. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, known as Trade Intuition, where we show up every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to go over Bitcoin and your charts. And of course, we give you 1 hour of free mentorship. If you have questions about anything crypto related, let me know. We'll get into that. If you have questions, personal questions, sometimes I do that too. And it's called story time. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and get on with the charts. Let me know if the What's good, guys? I appreciate you guys for being here. Of course, we got Crypto Candy in the house. We got Grant. We got several others. And I just want to say thank you guys for being here every single day. Crypto Bubbles. What is Crypto Bubbles doing? It's a flipping and a flopping. It's green and then it's red. We don't have too many that are doing great. But Bitcoin right now, it's doing outstanding according to Bitcoin standards. Bitcoin is moving. Bitcoin's been moving. been updating the group as far as the fair value gap area that it might hit. In addition to that, the kind of the price momentum that it might go to. Now, of course, we do this every day, so we do also give you the heads up on what Bitcoin might do. Nobody knows what Bitcoin's going to do until it does it. Now, we have higher probabilities that it may go in a certain direction. So one thing is so funny. Of course, I watch a lot of other content creators, and they say, I told you so. I told you. It's like, you just, the higher probability played out. So anyway, that's one of my pet peeves. Told you so. For me, on this channel, I would never tell you so. I would give you advice. I'd give you the probability of what might happen. And that's how I work. All right. Let's look at the day. The day on Crypto Bubbles is a great, it's Tony the Tiger. It is Tony the Tiger. We have Tau, almost 14%. We have OM. There's so many right now that are double digits. Now, if you're not in a coin, don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. Right now, it's really difficult to trade because Bitcoin, it's going up and it doesn't go too much and it comes down. Then it goes up, doesn't go too much, and then it goes down further. So if you're in a coin and you're in profit, be sure to take profits on the way up because you never know. We were in a trade, a leverage trade, small leverage trade, and it was doing great while Bitcoin was doing nothing. And wouldn't you believe it, as soon as Bitcoin starts moving in favor, like today, the coin just dumped. Literally, it didn't even pump with Bitcoin, it just dumped. Get stopped out, but that's the purpose of a stop loss. You want to have a stop loss. You know, we're trying to go against these market makers, and they will do what they do. All right, here we go. We got FEFE. Oh, we got FEFE Third Frog. I think he changed his name. FEFE Third Frog. Appreciate you, man. I looked at your coin earlier today, and it's doing great. Good for you, man. Good for you. Here, Pepe and Hoppy. Look what's happening to FEFE. Yeah, I checked it. So we're going to check that right now since we're up here. Look at this. It is just going to the moon. Would I enter it? No. Why? It's under resistance. Now, good for you, though. Good for you. How much is this? Ooh, doggy. 91%. 91%. That is great. It is now a 2 million market cap. Before it was a 1.1, I believe, million market cap. Now, before everybody jumps into this, just know that a very low market cap coin can pump when somebody puts, you know, some money in it. Not only that, but if it's in groups, let's just say, for example, these groups that are on Twitter and Telegram, they're pump groups, the pump and dump. And what they do is they'll notify their community, hey guys, tomorrow we're going to give you a coin and it's going to 10x. The last coin we did, it 22x. Be prepared. And now you're really hyped up about it. Then the following day comes, and the day of the actual call out, they'll hype you up again a few hours, 8 hours before. Hey guys, you know, in 8 hours, you know, get ready. This and this, blah, blah. So you're hyped up. 2 hours before. Hey guys, in 2 hours. So they're hyping you up. And an hour before, 15 minutes before. Here it is, guys. Here's the coin. And they start buying. Market buy, guys. Market buy. But in this one, it's not on a lot of exchanges, or any for that matter. It's on a Uniswap, to my knowledge. Uniswap, and there was a very small exchange. Anyway, but the most volume, I think all the volume was on Uniswap. So then you buy and you buy and you buy, and they keep on egging you on. Keep on, guys, keep on. You're like, we're doing it. Hold it, don't sell. And it just goes. But good for you if you're in this coin. Good for you. Extremely high risk. Once again, if I were to do this coin, it'd be like $20, $50, $100 max. For me, I'm okay with losing 100. Now, granted, everybody who knows, they know that I only have $14, so that 100 would really, really hurt if I lost it. But I'll be comfortable with losing $100. I've done it many times. You know, I've entered a bunch of these coins, put 100 in, not all at once. I put 20, 40, 50, you know, until it added 100, and I just let it sit. There's several that I have on Solana network. I haven't even checked them in, shoot, man, 6 months or so. I don't even know if they're still up, or no, not if they're still up, if they are up or if they rugged. Don't know. Hey, we got Crypto Coin Mindset. Hey, I was on his show this morning. I was on Crypto Coin Mindset show this morning. We had a great time. I'm there every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have a good time. We talk about crypto, we talk about the markets, we talk about the economy. So we do that every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just put the link to his channel there. It's a great time. Now, he's going to have a pretty good show. Well, all the shows are good. But when's the day? I believe September 18. September 18 is when the Fed's going to announce the potential rate cut. And everybody's hoping for 25 basis points. If we do 50, it's way too much. Too soon. Even though we were supposed to, I think at the beginning of the year, they said we were going to have, what was it, like 4 or 5 rate cuts? And they haven't done it. It's already September. We're coming into the last quarter of the year. And no, they're proposing, I believe it's 4 rate cuts. So September, October, November, and possibly December. It's good because it's going to, of course, reduce the interest rate, which is good. However, it doesn't look good for our economy. It's basically saying, hey guys, we tried to do something, it's not working, let us do the rate cuts. And of course, all these numbers, they're made up. They really are. Like the unemployment claims, that is really one of the driving factors for the inflation. And they'll skew those numbers. They'll put out the numbers, then a week or two later, oh, just playing, guys, this is the real number. Same thing with all the other ones too. I've noticed that. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So this one is doing good right now. You know, if you're in this one, great. Me personally, it's just too high risk. Too high risk. But good for you. Good for you. Very proud. Very happy for that. All right. Let's go to some Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Let's see. Let's get some shout outs. Let's see the chat going. So let's go over here. Of course, we got Grant in the house. Thank you, Grant. Crypto Candy. Appreciate you, man. We got FEFE, Third Frog from Third Frog after Pepe. Appreciate you, man, for being here. We got Dave P in the house. What's up, Dave P? We got Dylan. Thank you, guys. Hey, guys, if y'all have the emojis, I would love the bingo and the bangos. The bingos and the bangos. This is, and if you don't have the emoji, just, you know, type in bingo bango. I appreciate that too. But I would love some bingos and a bangos in here. Of course, this is a part of the membership. If you want to be one of the members, of course, it's in the description, I believe. It's pretty cool. I like it. All right. I like the bingos and the bangos. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Dave P, Dylan, Crypto Coin Mindset. We have a great time too on Fridays. Man, we have it's crypto on the rocks, and it's pretty fun. Let's see here. We got David in the house. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you for being here. Let's see. Yeah, September 18, FOMC meeting. Yep. A bingo and a bango. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing for the short term? This is the short term. This is on the 1 hour time frame. You always want to zoom out. But right now we're zoomed in and we're looking. It's all level for level. That's all it is. And that's how we trade too. Level for level. Now, of course, you want to get the initial trend. And it's called top-down analysis, where you go from a higher time frame to a lower time frame. Whether it's starting from the daily, starting from the weekly, whatever you want to start from. But you start working your way down, and you can kind of see, you get the overall view, the overall picture of what's going on, and then you can come down to, let's say, the 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, and see what moves are making potentially the higher moves. So here we did label this one off. This was our resistance level. If it breaks above, and it's I hate saying common sense, but it really is. If it breaks, but it's funny, a lot of influencers, if it breaks above this, you know, we're going up. Look, guys, we're going up. And it did exactly what I said. I said, if it broke above this, it's going up, and it's going up. I'm a genius. Join my group. No, did you just hear what you said? If it breaks this and it gains support, the only thing it can do is go up because it broke it and it gets support. You're not a genius. You made a statement. The statement can only be true because let's say it broke above this and it did not gain support and it came down. Well, guess what? You're still a genius. You're still going to say, look, guys, we said this was our resistance level. It broke out of it. And we said that if it breaks out and gains support, it's going up. But it lost support and it's coming down. I'm a genius. Join my group. No, guys. It's literally this easy. If it breaks this level and it gains support, it can only go up or sideways and then up until it breaks this level. Everybody's not a genius. Everybody, it's literally the only thing that can happen. I keep it real here, guys. I keep it real. You know, do I try to promote my group? Well, I promote my group, but I don't tell you, look at this and, you know, we know what we're talking about. Join. No. It can only do this. Watch these other people. Watch these other people. I do, and I kind of chuckle. Same thing with like the moving averages. The moving averages. Here we go. Let's say price is down here. Look, guys, if it crosses above the 50, it's going up. The 50 is the red one. And, you know, especially if it maintains above 50, it's going to continue going up. Yes, that's a true statement. If it breaks above the 50 SMA, it's going to go up. It cannot go down if it breaks the 50. And it can continue going up until it breaks the 50. These people are not geniuses, and it's so funny too because they always, if it breaks the 50 SMA, we're going up as long as it remains above the 50. Look, guys, I told you, join my group. No, that we have the 200. If it gets rejected off of the 200, we're coming down. That's what happens. That, like, I don't know how to like, guys. If you open your eyes, you can see, but if you close your eyes, you can't see. But if you open them, you can see, dude's a genius. If it gets rejected on the 200, it's coming down. If it breaks above the 200, well, guess what, guys? It's going up. It broke above the 200, and we're going up. Join my group. Yeah. Man, made me laugh so hard that my eyes are watering. All right, so that's enough of that. Enough of that mumbo jumbo. We show you how to trade. We show you what to look for. We show you the basics of support resistance. And it works until it breaks the support. It works until it, you know, if you're going short and it breaks the resistance, well, then you're, you know, stop loss, hopefully. All right, moving on. So this is our fair value gap. What happens on a fair value gap? This is an imbalance in the market. This is when the market moves very, very fast. We have candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. Where candle 3 and candle 1 don't interact with candle 2, this causes an imbalance, and the market makers are very, very interested in bringing the price back to this area. Now, does it happen all the time? No. Does it happen very fast after it's created? No. It happens whenever the market makers want it to happen. Plain and simple. So once again, like, we see what the market makers are doing, but we only know what they are going to do after they do it. Because they could have easily pumped the coin up here to where we think, the retail traders, that's us, we think it's coming back over here to get all this liquidity. But the market makers may just push it up to here to where we get this little bit and then make it come down. And everybody who was going long is now getting stopped out because it's coming down. Now we may think, okay, what's going to come into this demand zone, because the demand zone is based off of this over here. And then everybody starts going short. So that maybe come down here. Then it comes right here and it gets rejected and it starts coming up. So now it's like, okay, now they're coming for the fair value gap. So now it starts coming up again. So everybody starts doing along. It finds this as resistance and it comes down. The market makers make the patterns. So if the market makers wanted to do a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, they will make that price action make that pattern. So that you, as the retail trader who trades patterns, will see inverse head and shoulders. Oh, get the measured move. Here's our target. And then they will potentially, how many times does this happen? Where it breaks out, it gets rejected, comes down, and then comes back up. So you get stopped out or you get stopped out. So again, it's the market makers, guys. It's the market makers. So what we have to do, we have to trade accordingly. And that's what we do here. Now, granted, I've been doing this for a while, where I'm showing you how to trade without giving you all the complicated terms. Now, I've noticed that a lot of people do. I get feedback. A lot of people are saying that they really like, you know, when I'm saying these words that other people use, like fair value gap, strong high, strong low, all that fun stuff, external patterns, external area, internal price action. So I'm gonna start doing that, but not too much though. Give you a heads up. All right. Let's see here. Crypto Candy says, can we look at PONKE? 148 million market cap. Yeah, definitely. It's a meme coin. Awesome. Which one is it? Popcat's moving, man. I've been looking at Popcat. I'm not in it though. I don't remember if it's still being punished. Because last time it lost me some money. All right. On the bigger time frame, we've talked about this before as well, where right now it's bearish. This just looks bearish. Yes, we can have pumps. This is internal price action. Until it breaks this 64.8, it's bearish to me. It can still come up and come down, come up, make huge, nice gains. But until it creates a higher high, I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I would love to see Bitcoin come down here to our demand zone once again, between 50 and 52. I would love to see it come down here. Now, we do have another very strong level just underneath that, between 40 and 44. Now, we've talked about this also, shoot, man, for forever, feels like, where I would love to see this. I would love to see this for maybe a month minimum to maybe 2 months and then go. Now, why would I want to see this? If we think about the market makers are very, well, they were very interested in taking this liquidity, this very, very strong move up. The price action would have done much better if it came up, came down, came up, came down a little bit more, came up. So it's taking away all this area of interest. Now, since it pumped so hard, it created this huge area of interest. As price goes up some more, it created this huge area of interest. Now this, because of the pump, let me zoom in so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because of this pump, you know, price comes down. Price goes up, price goes down. That's supposed to happen. Why is it dumping? Are you kidding me? Look at all this big old pump. And then it goes and it comes down and it eats up a little bit more of this liquidity. Then it goes up some more and then it eats up a little bit more of this liquidity. And this is what they're gonna do until they're done doing it. Same thing with this. Look at all of this. Huge liquidity. Now, some of this did get eaten up. So it's about right here. This area got eaten up. Now, this wasn't really so much liquidity, but this part right here was. We still have all of this huge area of, well, that was my computer messing up. But we still have this huge area of liquidity that the market makers are very interested in. But Joe, if we go off of your thought process, then why wouldn't the market makers want to get all of this liquidity? Well, they can. If they want to, they can. 25, 30, this, in my opinion, can. So here's my thought process. This, in my opinion, can and will happen if something detrimental happens to the economy. I'm talking like detrimental to where, and I said this earlier on the stream, but if we get information where everybody's rushing to, let's say Walmart to pick up a whole bunch of toilet paper, I can see this happening. But if we don't, and people don't freak out about whatever, any information that may come out, here's a good area. But if we get information to where everybody is just super, super scared, and the fear will bring the price down in here, hands down. Hopefully that doesn't happen. So we'll see. All right, moving on. All right, so we did all this. Let's go ahead and just do this to where it's a little bit easier. And let's go to this and this. And I believe that is all. But right now, zooming back in, Bitcoin's looking good at the moment. And of course that would happen. Bitcoin's doing good at the moment. It did take out all this liquidity, which, well, really it was just this, because this part right here took out this. So you don't want to see big moves. So the whole purpose of this big I just gave, you don't want to see big moves. This you don't want to see, because eventually price will come back down. Let me rephrase that, because it's never a definite. Price has a higher probability of coming down due to the market makers wanting to cash in on all this liquidity. You can only buy from someone who's selling. All these buys, all this buys order, all these buy orders, somebody's selling it. It's the market makers. The market makers are selling to you. So in order for the market makers to make money, price has to come back down here. And market maker is not in the game to lose money. The market makers will make their money. This is why it's very important for us as retail to take our profits. If we don't cash out, that 180% profit isn't really, that's unrealized gains until you sell. Now here, I believe the market makers will bring the price back down. So right now we're going up, which is great. And we're going, let's see how, let's just kind of zoom in. So this price action, this is exactly what we saw over there. So this price action right here, how it just came up, all this is liquidity. But now price came down, which is good. It took out this liquidity. Then price came down again, and it took out this liquidity. And then it moved up. Now, what the market makers might do is take this liquidity, maybe about to here, before the price goes up again. And now it's actually creating this nice area of liquidity to where when it does dump, it could dump very hard like this. Once again, stop losses in place. But right now, Bitcoin's moving. Right now, the market makers actually pushed up this coin, and we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I love showing you all this stuff, because all this stuff can be applied to your other coins. Not only that, but this is very important to look at Bitcoin to see what it's doing, how it's being manipulated, so that you know how to react to your coin, or if you're just trading this. So all this right here, this is volume. Now, these candles are different colors because the market makers put more orders in. Now here, the market makers pushed the price down, only to reverse it and push it back up. So they pushed it down so that people can start doing shorts, only to reverse it, and they pumped it. Then they pumped it with this one, and then they continued to put more orders in to pump it, and now they're letting retail continue the pump. And sure enough, the price will come down. So that is a definite. Price will come down. It just depends when. It could be today. It could be in this next couple minutes. the price will come down, just like the price will go up. That's the only thing that's certain in the market. Price will go up, price will go down. But for me right now, like in order for me to consider doing another long right now, we're in one long. But in order for me to consider doing another long or multiple longs, we would need for Bitcoin to do what it should do, come down, find some support, whether it's here, right around 55.9, or around here, right around 54.9, find support, then continue up. Then it'd be a nice time to enter some trades. And of course, once it breaks the pivot, then of course that's just adding to the strength. But this is the price action that we need. We don't need up only and no down. Just like we don't need down only and no up. All this is an imbalance. So this right here, this huge move, hopefully y'all can see this, is an area where the market makers are very interested in bringing this back up to. And that's what they do. They just bring it up, bring it down, bring it up, bring it down. And they will leave small areas like this alone to get bigger areas like this. So just because you have areas of interest doesn't mean it's gonna go there. It could. But the large area of money making that the market makers can do, that's what they'll do. So I'll just give you a heads up on that. All right, moving on. All right, so hopefully y'all enjoy that information. Let us go to Bello. Let's do this one. So this was our thought process on this one. We were saying, of course, you know, we entered this, blah, blah. Right now, if you were to do that one, you'd be in the profit, which is good. Let's go add this to our, we haven't done this in a long time. Put that on our watch list. Now let's come over here and let's look at PONKE. Who's here, guys? Who is here? Let me know in the chat who is here. Be very interested to know. So this one, it is bouncing. Let us go and put our number 3 on. I like the number 3. It's a little bit cleaner, in my opinion. Right, so let's just bring this bad boy down. Let's bring this up. And a very small market cap. We were told that. Okay, let's go and delete all of the drawings. And let's clean this chart up. Let us clean this chart up. Let's get rid of some of the indicators. And there we go. So looking at this, let's go to the daily time frame. There's a lot of ups and downs. It's so much easier to find support resistance levels when you don't have all the ups and downs. Right now, wow, right now, this one looks pretty good. Right now, it's underneath resistance. It actually has a zone. So let's go ahead and identify the zone. So we do have this level of really, really great support. Y'all see that? Y'all see this support? This support is phenomenal, outstanding. I love it. Now, it also has another area. So if we were to go to a smaller time frame, you would see these wicks as candles, but it has this kind of zone that it's in. Now, let's go ahead and let's get a little fancy. Let's get fancy with this. Let's do a zone of gray. So as we mentioned at the beginning, this is underneath resistance, underneath the zone. Would I enter the trade right now? No, but I would definitely look at this. Now, granted, you know, if you are in the trade based off of this bounce, you know, you're going to be in some really nice profit once it clears this area. So let's just see what, let's say we didn't get the absolute bottom. Let's say we just got here. Man, that is a killer move. Now, granted, small market cap, so this can go up 20% in a minute or less, and down 20% in a minute or less. I do like that. What are we waiting, like 50, 60%? 25%. Okay. 30%. Okay. So, oh no, from here. So we're only waiting about 20%. For me personally, I would prefer to wait and potentially miss out on 20% versus trying to get in right now. If I try to get in right now, we may get into the zone and I may be stuck in the zone for who knows how long before it either breaks up or breaks down. So I'm willing to wait 20%. I do like this one quite a bit though. Very nice price action. So we mentioned earlier when we were referring to Bitcoin, and this is why it's important to, go kind of understand what's going on with Bitcoin and all the information that's provided with Bitcoin to apply to your coins. This is perfect. It goes up, comes down, eats all this liquidity, comes up, comes down, eats all this liquidity. Again, it's leaving a little bit, but it's fine. Comes up, comes down, eats all this liquidity. Comes up, comes down, eats this liquidity. So we do have an area down here that the price action can go to. And matter of fact, we are currently seeing it right now to where it came down and it ate up this liquidity. We still have a little bit here. Does it mean that it's going to come down? No. It can continue going up. It's wherever the market makers are going to make more money. Same thing with this. Price went up, created all this liquidity, and all this liquidity is taken up. So this is how price action should look. Very nice and clean. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is not doing that. Bitcoin looks horrible, horrible. So here, the same liquidity going up is provided going down. Here we have a lot of liquidity, just huge. There was none of this. So this is why, again, why I like it. It wasn't like this and then came up, ate the liquidity, came down, ate some more of this other liquidity, came up, ate some of this liquidity, leaving a little bit left, nothing wrong with that. Coming down, this is okay. And then, of course, doing this number. This is okay. This is great. But when you see this is just screaming, man, price action wants to come up here. It really does. Then, of course, it came down very nice and fast, took all this out, came up, took a little bit of this out, came down, took a little bit of this up, came down. Now we have all this area. So, in my opinion, there's a couple different things. One, you could, because this, depending on the market, because what could happen, you come up here, create a lower high, come down in the area, come down even further, do a lower low, and then now we're continuing this downtrend. So just because we see the areas of liquidity does not mean it's going to go up. Nobody knows. We have a chance, possibility, probability. Now, one thing that we want to do is we want to also see our levels of support resistance. So here we have a level of support. As long as it does not break this level, we're good. We are good. Now, for this, we do have another level, which is this right here. And what I would like to see is the price action break above this level. This would be our external structure outside. This would be our internal structure inside. This right here, if we go to a smaller time frame, we would see that this was basically the point where it changed direction. It was down here, possibly coming up and coming down again. So this is kind of our middle point. Now, price action can do whatever it wants in here. I don't care. What I'm interested in is it going to do a continuation pattern coming down or a reversal pattern coming up? And that is determined by the external movement that it does. Right now, everything that happens in here doesn't matter. Internal. It can go up and down, up and down, up and down. What is it going to do if it, or rather when it breaks here? More than likely, continue going up. Now, this is what I've been teaching for, forever. But now I'm going to start using, my regular terminology plus, the terminology I just use. External structure, internal structure, et cetera, et cetera. But this is the same thing. This is the same thing. This is the most recent high that it needs to break in order to create the external structure reversal. All right. So with that being said, I do like this. For me personally, I would set an alert above here, above these wicks. Now the reason I want to set it above these wicks is just in case the price action comes up here to resistance, because all this is support resistance. Candle body closes are support resistance, and also candle wicks are support resistance. Always learning. Love you, man. How you been? So same thing with you, Teal. Appreciate you, man. We got Brustava, I'm guessing. Brustava. Nice to have you here, man. So all this stuff that I'm showing you can be applied to any coin. And this is why I go in such deep thought process when I do get these coins, especially the first one, because I want to show you all the information that you need to create and have successful trades. That's my goal. All right. But if you have other coins, let me know. We got about maybe 15, 20 more minutes. Your coin will be much kind of like a rapid fire. But right now, this is resistance. So the price action could come down, come up, resistance again, come down, and then who knows what's going to happen from here. So this is why I set my alert here, missing out on about 25, 30%, and it's okay. But once my alert goes off, knowing that this is the high that I need to break, I could enter the trade right now. Granted, I'm not putting 100% of my investment. I'm doing maybe 33%, maybe 25%, and seeing what happens. Where is my stop loss going to be? Am I going to, so for this, because of the low market cap of 148 million, it would be wise if I can do a 20 to 25% stop loss. I know what you're thinking, Joe, that's huge. Yes. Now, with that being said, you're not 100% of your investment in the trade right now. You're only a quarter or a third. So here, man, I would love to do 35, but that's too much for me personally. Man, since I can't get underneath this, which is 33%, I mean, that's too much. I would have to only go underneath this zone, which would be roughly around 17, 18%. So this is where I would put my stop loss if I were to enter this trade. Now, granted, we don't know where we're going to enter, but this is about the area we would enter. So let's go ahead and do stop loss right here. Let's go ahead and do this and copy the coordinates. Let's go ahead to put this here, paste our coordinates, and also put this as our stop loss. So it's nice and big, nice and big. All right. So now as far as my targets go, if I were to enter here, then my first target, let's see, I wouldn't do that one. My first target would be roughly about here underneath the candle body closes. So always look to the left whenever I'm doing this, because what I'm actually doing is I'm looking underneath the price action. I'm looking underneath the candle body closes, underneath the candle wicks. So if we just kind of hover our mouse around here, you see how it's underneath these candle bodies? Because again, all this is resistance, candle wick bodies, candle wicks. So I want to have it underneath the resistance level. Now, of course, you can't go underneath all of them because, well, you'll never have a target. You'll never have a stop loss. So this is how I do this. Let's go target right here. Now, once it breaks this level, I will definitely be adding to it. So this right here is our alert. Let's put it for our alert color. This is our alert. I would set an alert right here. And more than likely, the 4-hour candle needs to close above this level. I know it's getting kind of confusing. Needs to close above this level. So the 4-hour candle close must be above this level. Your alert goes off. You check to see if the 4-hour candle closed above this. If it did, then you enter the trade. Here's your stop loss. Granted, none of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Here would be your stop loss. Once it breaks this level, then I would add to my entry. I would add to my entry because more than likely what's going to happen is it's going, because of the small market cap, going to do this. You know, who knows? Maybe even this move, just where it's straight up. But you must have targets. The smaller market cap, so take note, guys, take note. The smaller market cap it is, the more targets you need. Because let's say you bought $100 worth of a $1 million market cap. Now, in order for you to sell that $100 worth, you can just do one target of $100. You have to do multiple targets, $30 here, $10 here, $20, depending on the actual market cap, depending on the buyers who are actually buying the product. Because, and you can see this, especially on a SEX, on a centralized exchange, you can see the order book. You can see all the ups and downs. You can see all the orders going in, the orders coming out, orders going in, the price moving. You can see all that. If the order is moving very, very slow, then you know that your, let's say you had 2 sell orders of $50 each. Some of it, 10% might sell, and you still have, 90% waiting to sell. Then the price comes down, and the order book's just going really slow. And then finally, a couple days later, price goes back up to your price, and you sell another 25%, and then it comes down, and the order book is just going really slow. So I do have a video on order books and how to basically just kind of look and see what's going on with the order books. So let me show that to you really quick. I'm not going to show you the video, but how to look for it. I always say this. I need to change the name of it, but I think I put it under crucial. So crucial, no, I probably spelled it wrong. Let me just go under my videos. So going under the videos, so it's under the video section. So you'll see that, the video section. Come on over here. There's all these videos right here, guys. They show you how to trade. I strongly recommend, before joining any group, watch these videos. And if you do want a group to join, well, join my group. I give a lot of thought process. I do give you a lot of information. But here is this one right here. Crucial factors traders overlook. We talk about volume, liquidity, and order books. This is so important to any trader to see. And of course, I have other videos here that go over a bunch of stuff. Now, as far as they're pretty short, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 4 minutes. So let me check out those videos. All right, moving on. Let me just put it in the chat since we're here. But definitely check out all these videos though. Share over here. I think this video is one of the most important videos that you can see, in my opinion. See here, Brute Vesta says there is Lux Algo in TradingView. Is that yours? So I do use Lux Algo. I actually love Lux Algo. There's 2 indicators that I use. So let's get rid of this. They're all in this. Man, why did I do that? They're all in my description. So if you go to my, any video, really, this video included. But if you go to the video, and then of course we're just going to pause this. Pause. But if you go here to more, you see all the stuff. Like, if you want to check out these guys. I strongly recommend it. There's 2 on Amazon from 2 different friends of mine. So check them out. Just click on the link, see what the book is about. That would really help as far as getting more clicks, I guess, to view their books and their children's books. So definitely check it out. Here's 2 links. Definitely, click on both of them. And then if you want to help support the channel, you can, send me some money, because I got $14. I do all this, like the majority of this stuff that I do is for free. Like, I give you free mentorship. And if you're making money, great. You want to share some, hey, here you go. If you want to join my group, there you go. You can do that as well. All right. So these are my preferred exchanges. Of course, I love MEXC. And then we have others that are no KYC trading. And these are US friendly. So we do have Blofin, BTCC, and 2Bit. Now, of course, these last 2, well, basically all of them, other YouTubers are using as well. And in addition to that, I also did my own research. Here is Lux Algo. And I just noticed that I don't have my other, I got to update that. I don't have my other link on here. Let's see here. Where can I get it? It doesn't matter. But yes, I do have Lux Algo. But yeah, in here is all the stuff that you can do. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Let's get out of this. But I'm glad I checked that because it should have the other information in there. Okay. Moving on. Let's see here. So this is my thought process when it comes to this. So hopefully that helps. All right, we got about 5 more minutes. Any other questions? Oh yeah, so there are free. So the Lux Algo that I showed you was paid. There are free Lux Algo stuff. So Lux Algo, the ones that I would recommend, not the ones with the locks. The ones with the locks, those are paid. The ones that I would recommend for Lux Algo is this one, Fair Value Gap. It'll show you the fair value gaps. Let's see here. Order Block Detector. You need that one, in my opinion. All these favorites. Smart Money Concepts, definitely. And there's I think there's 4. Fair Value Gap is one for sure. Order Block Detector, Smart Money Concepts. I think that's it then. 3. Now all these 3 are for free. Now granted, that I have is the paid version. It has all of those in one and more. Like, it's just crazy. But I have that one, and then of course I have this one down here. This one, of course it's man, this was moving. It's doing nice. But yeah, so that's what I do. That's what I have. Okay. Any other coins, guys? Any other coins? Comments, questions, concerns, issues? See here, David says, I completely missed this one. Risk management is what makes you or breaks you. Yeah, not so much a win ratio. Yes, yes. So that is one thing that I want to point out. This actually reminds me of a story. Story time. This reminds me of a story back in 2021 when I was mentoring somebody who was having a very difficult time doing trades. And so I'm with them for about an hour, hour and a half. And he finally says, Joe, like, you know, the last 10 trades, how many have you won? I said, huh. And at this time, the market had just flipped. I said, man, the last 10 trades, I want to say maybe 3. And right away, I could just literally see his face. Wait a minute. I've been talking to this dude who says he knows how to trade. Out of 10 trades, he only won 3? What am I doing listening to this guy? And before he could even say anything, I said, hold on, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking. Only 3 out of 10 successful trades, but hear me out. It's not that. Here's the thing. There was 2 trades that I got stopped out on, 10, 15%. And then I noticed my other trades were coming down as well. The setups were great, everything was great, just the market was acting funny. At this time, I didn't know what it was, but the market was acting funny. So I moved up my stop loss. Instead of, 15%, I moved up to like -2%. Some of them, even tighter than that. And I saw that all these coins were just coming down, like all of them. This is when the market literally flipped. And so I got out on a bunch. Now, the ones that I did win, those I had moved my stop loss, but it was so far up. And of course, I was moving up my stop loss. So some of them I was in profit, like 4%, some of them 12%, or one of them was like 4%, one of them was like 12%. The other one, it made really nice gains because then the market came down and then it flipped. And then it got like crazy bullish. And because of that, and I was still in that one, I got some really nice gains. So I told him it's not really the amount of wins and losses you have, because sometimes you may just close a trade. You know what? I don't like how it looks anymore. X, Y, and Z happened. I don't like it. Or we got, Bitcoin just for no reason, just dumping, and it's taking the entire market with it. I just want to close out my trade. Or it could be, let's say, just anything really. A flash crash. It could be maybe your thought process to where you thought you saw something, then maybe you backed out and it's like, whoa, nope, not gonna do it. And then you change, like, let me just cancel this trade. Let me just reset. Let me reset. Let's let this price action break above this level, retest, and then I'll enter. So the amount of wins, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. The amount of percentage that you end up at the end of the month is what matters. So if you won 10 trades out of 20 or 50 even, those 50 trades, did you have a tight stop loss? Did you just cancel the trade because whatever reason? Like that. Now, granted, you don't want to be canceling all your trades, because then now you have to think of, like, why are you canceling all your trades? Is your plan not set? Like, what is your plan? Are not only that, but is it because you're entering on a very, very small time frame too? So there's a lot of things that come into play. For me, I base it off a percentage, not so much the number of wins or losses. Now, granted, do we win? Yes. Do we lose? Sometimes. Matter of fact, we lost today. We had a leverage trade, and that one lost. Which one was it? I don't. Oh, H&T. Yeah, we'll do some WIF. So here's our trade. This is our H&T trade. It's very small leverage, 2x leverage, nothing crazy. This was in our leverage group. This was in our paid group, which also, we do leverage, but we do regular trades as well. We entered here. It was looking great. This is when the market wasn't doing great, but this coin, it was creating higher highs and higher lows, going against Bitcoin. So that was amazing. So we entered the trade here. Bitcoin still not doing great. Started coming down to our area of interest. We don't freak out because we anticipate that it might come down here. Coming up. Then today, Bitcoin does amazing. And this one says, meh, nope. And so we lost 8% of only half of our entry. Now, granted, it is a 2x, so that'd be 16%, but half of 16 is 8. So we only lost 8% of, let's just say we're doing $100. So $50, 8% of that. That's what we lost. So we're very cautious with our, we have risk management. And risk management is very important. So let us do some, let's see here. I really do like, good Lord. I do like this one. Remind me on this one later, guys. Remind me on this one if, your alerts go off. I was going to send an alert, but I won't on this one. All right. So Crypto Candy, remind me on this one later if it starts doing well. All right. So let's do WIF, and this is going to be the last one. Again, we do this every day, Monday through Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's see here. Of course, it's only from 3 to 4. It's a free hour of mentorship. Would I enter this trade right now? No. Why? Because it is pumping. It's going to the moon. Why wouldn't you enter this trade right now, Joe? Because I just said it's pumping. Listen to my words. All right. Let's see here. Arthur, appreciate you, man. So let's go ahead and just clean this up just a little bit. And let's go ahead and look at this kind of with a fresh set of eyeballs. Let's go ahead and do that. Clean, clean. Oops. Clean, clean, clean. I deleted something. It doesn't matter. All right. Get out of here, arrow. All right. Oh, that's what I deleted. So let's go over here to this. Let's put our magnet tool on and let's create our level of resistance. And it broke through our level of resistance, which is great. It's a Tony the Tiger. However, we have our alert up here and we have to wait. We have to wait. We do not, I repeat, we do not want to FOMO. But Joe, it's going to the moon. I got my moon boots on and everything. Well, it's good you have them on. But in my opinion, again, I'm not a financial advisor, just a guy on the internet who knows how to trade. On 8%. That's not really moon mission, but it's okay. Now knowing that it's only 8%, I still wouldn't do it for when it's pumping. So the 4-hour candle closing right now, I would wait one more 4-hour candle to close. So right now this candle is opening, but Joe, what happens in that 4 hours if it goes all the way up here and I missed all this gains? Well, there's always another day. There's always another trade. You have a much higher potential risk of the price action. Let's say it did come all the way up here. You have a much higher possibility that the price is going to come all the way down here and then do this number. And then now you can enter. Now you can enter. Let's see here. I'm getting a call, but it's a suspected spam caller. So not going to do it. Not going to do it. All right. Let's see here. Now, this is really good price action. I mean, I do like it. It came all the way down. Then it came up, ate up all this liquidity. Came down. Right now, it's potentially going to eat up all this liquidity and then continue going up. We do have this small area of, this is a beautiful demand zone. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous demand zone. You know what? One thing that I really, really don't like, and I don't know why this happens. Okay, so notice I did my box, right? And here, I don't have demand zone. However, if I come over here and I do a box, now granted that, I think I close it out. See, I have demand zone. I think I have to close, but even I've closed them out before and opened them again, and it still doesn't do it. Anyway, this is the demand zone. Right here's the demand zone. So even though we have a very, very nice demand zone, doesn't mean that we're going to come down to it. Or if we do, we could come down much, much later. Month, 2, 5, 10, 20, who knows. But right now we're dealing with this area. So this is nice, clean price action. I do like it. But once again, right now, for me personally, I would not FOMO in because the price action could come down. And if I was going to enter this coin, I would enter it. This is the area of entry that I would do. So in this area, this would be my entry. And then of course I would have my stop. Now the only thing that's really kind of frustrating, I guess, is having to wait. That's the most expensive thing, is having to wait, because you feel like you're missing out. And here I'd have my stop loss right around 11%, right at 1.369. So Alt J. That's where I'd have my stop loss. If I entered here. Now, if market goes off and the 4-hour candle closed above this level of 1.657, if it closes above this level, then I would enter the trade, and of course here would be my stop loss. About 10%. That's my thought process on that. All right, so that's it for me, guys. We do this every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to check the, oops, what did I do? Make sure to check the links in the description. And let's go ahead and just put that Alt Z, go back over here. So make sure to check the links in the description. We do have several things for you to check out. And also, I do thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. My goal is to get rich with you guys. I want to show you how to do all this. I want to make you money before I ask you for money to join my group. My group, I absolutely love it. Everybody in there is learning. We're absolutely killing it. We have several members that are updating just very well as far as like Bitcoin and what their coins are doing. So the group is doing great. And if you want to be a part of somewhere where if you're brand new, you're going to feel comfortable. If you're seasoned, you're going to feel comfortable. If you don't know anything, like literally nothing, you'll be all right with us. You will. Now, one thing that I fear the most is these newcomers that are coming in. I see somebody dressed up in a suit and tie and, saying all these big words, and then they get bamboozled with their sayings of, look, guys, the price action, it came above the 200 SMA. Right now, guys, look. Okay, look, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you an example. Let's come over here. Look, guys, we said that when the price action breaks above the 200 SMA, we're going to the moon. And guess what happened, guys? We went to the moon. This is what we do. Join my group. Blah, blah, blah. Look, guys, when the price action crosses below the 200, look what happens. We notified everybody in the group. When this happens, this can only happen if the price action goes underneath the 200. It's going to go down until, wait for it, it goes up. Now, the price action, while it did this, it could have easily done this. But they don't say this part. They only say the part that makes them look good. So just kind of give you a heads up, guys. That's my biggest fear is, you know, people are going to get bamboozled by all those other groups. But my goal is to make money with you, not because of you. I want you to learn. I really want you to learn before you join the group. Or at least start making money before you join the group. But if you join the group, you will make money a lot faster. Hypothetically speaking, I don't know. Everybody's different. But we do have a bunch of videos. We have, I do a lot of thought process. All right, that's all I got. I do thank you guys so much for joining in today. See you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, you don't always have to be in a trade. If you're not in a trade, don't worry about it. Don't worry about these coins going up 15, 30, 80%, and you're missing it. Don't worry about it. Our time will come. Save your money. Invest in yourself, whether it's getting a mentor, hello, or, you know, watching videos, hello. We have a bunch of videos here, so you can learn all this stuff. But invest in yourself before you invest in the market. It's as simple as that. I do thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Joe, also known as TradeIntuition, where I truly do care about you. Care about your success. We're going to kill it, guys. We are going to kill it. Thank you for being part of my crypto journey, and I'm very honored to be a part of yours. Tomorrow. Until then, let's make this money. Take care. Now, for my favorite part, my song. My favorite song.
Yeah, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Pull up air, we adapt, typhoon. Wallets packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the